Hello and welcome to another unboxing. Today I'm unboxing the collector's edition of AI the SOMNIUM Files nirvanA Initiative. This is a sequel to the game AI the SOMNIUM Files, which I quite recently started to play, and I'm not completely hooked on it, but I kind of like a lot of the elements in the game. But yeah, and I thought there was gonna be a sequel, and actually I bought the first game because I read the descriptions of the sequel here, and that sounded super interesting. About it's like at least the premise, as I was told, it's like an anime crime story, detective story, where in this game they find the right body of a corpse, and then 6 years later the other part of half of that corpse shows up, and I was just, that alone just had me intrigued on the story of this game. So I had to buy the first game, and I'm playing that now, and then I can jump into the second game. Apparently they are not connected. They are connected, but you can play the second game without getting spoiled for the first game if you want to play the second game first. But I'm one of those weirdos. I need to play the first game first. So yeah, so let's open this boy up. Smaller collector's edition. There's a figure in here, if I remember right. Okay, probably need to use my knife a little more. There we go. And this was delayed, for me at least, like the shop I bought this from. It was supposed to be released on Friday the 8th of July. But I got it today, which is the 18th? Yeah, the 18th of July. So quite a bit delayed, but I don't think the game itself, or collector's edition itself, was delayed. At least I haven't heard about that. Just think it was the shop that I bought this from that just hadn't gotten it home yet. And as you can see, am I turning it right? Yeah. AI, yes, and there's nothing on the button, and the back here again. Not the most interesting pictures to show on the back, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know how well it comes off, but it's not something like where I look at the back and go like, ooh, that sounds like a game I want. It doesn't even show me pictures of what's in the collector's edition. That's a mistake in my opinion, but oh well. And here we have some of these little creatures. The yellow one is in the first game. I at least think it's the same one, called the Eyeball, which is like an AI that can live in your eyeball, and you can take it out and recharge it, and yeah, and when you go it's about like a psychic police work, sort of. Like you hook your mind up to a suspect and you go into their mind, and when you do that, the avatar of this little creature, which is a hot anime lady, of course, moves around, and you control her to like look for clues and stuff. And here I think we have the figure that's supposed to be with, and the other things. Okay, this looks a little convoluted. How do I open this thing up? Okay, I pull here, and there we go. Not that convoluted after all. And okay, that was like, I always complain about those small ass art books you get. This is probably even worse. This is just a paperback. This looks like a fucking manual you will get for free back in the day. And here we have the game itself. Actually kind of like the cover. Looks very trippy. Let's see. Oopsie. What's inside here? Damn it. Use my knife again. There we go. Are there any codes I shouldn't show? Nope, there's just the game. So yeah, easy peasy. And here we have the soundtrack of the game. Honestly, I haven't played that much. I played like 2 or 3 hours of the first game. The soundtrack hasn't really done anything for me yet, so I don't know how the soundtrack for this will compare, but we'll see. And here we have the art book, I guess, which could basically just be a manual. I mean, if anyone has bought like a Metal Gear Solid 4 for PS3, see, that was a fucking manual. That was also like almost an art book in its own, and they'll give you like background. So I think all the manuals for Metal Gear Solid game up until like 5 had like great manuals and stuff. Of course, when 5 came out, the idea of manuals had kind of gone off of the fashion of sorts. Okay, there are some weird looking characters in this game. But yeah, it's just very simple art book. Some of the areas. And of course the figure. Now I had promised myself I would never ever start collecting weird anime girl figurines, because I just think that's a slippery slope down to some sort of a kink that I'm not sure I'm ready to have. But yeah, this is my first anime girl figure, and let's just have a sip of beer. Alright, let's pop her up. This is Aiba. At least I think it's the same AI. She looks like the same AI from the first game as she looks like the same AI from the first game, so I'm assuming it's still Aiba. Don't know what happened to the character who controlled her in the first game. Maybe we figured out at the end of either the first game or the beginning of this game. Who knows? And is there more tape around here? Yes, there is. I think no. No. Oh yes, there is. Just it hit it well. Anything else? No? On the side here? Just a little there. Alright, let's try again. No, still more tape. Where the hiding all that tape? There we go. And here we have a little stand she can stand on. Oops, some shit fell on the ground. Okay, she's actually a little smaller than I thought she would be, which is fine. I don't have enough room anyway for her, so. Oops, I'm turning her around. This side should work. There we go. And there she is. This is Aiba in her sexy lady avatar thing, and the thing on her shoulder is kind of how she looks like when she's not psyched in with this psychic machine or whatever. So, this was this little collector's edition. Very small. I don't know. Looking at it now, like at the picture, it looked like fine. I couldn't see the art book would be like this kind of art book. Had I known that, I might not have bought it. I think this is like I think this is worse than that small ass art book you get with other collector's edition. The figure itself, I don't know. It's fine. It looks good for like one of those anime girl figurines. But again, it's not really my thing. I do think the premise of the game sounds super interesting. So I'm excited to play the game. But honestly, looking at it now, I think I might regret this collector's edition purchase just a tiny bit. But oh well. Maybe it will become worth some money someday. I don't know. So yeah, this has been it for this little unboxing. I've been sticking through the bad English. You're a real hero. Thanks for watching and take care.